But Manchester United again, another draw. They're having such a bad season actually, and things are not looking good for this Manchester United team. Injuries again. We know there are injuries in this team. Come on, but you look at that squad. They don't have any right to play the way they played from the first minute to the 70th minute. They don't have the right. I think they have the quality enough to show at least that they want to fight for this team. But nothing. Before that Bruno game, they were not showing anything. Nothing. Not an iota of fight from that Manchester United team. Everton were all over this Manchester United team from the very first minute to, I think, the 70th, 72 minutes before the Bruno's goal. Everton were pure class. Everton bullied Manchester United. Everton outplayed Manchester United. The way they were pressing in that game, the energy they were having, the physicality they brought in that game, I was so impressed with Everton today. You see, this guy, Idris Gueye, Dakori, those guys were monsters in that game today. Especially Idris Gueye. That guy was running from the very first minute to the end. He never stopped running. He was winning every battle. He was winning every challenge. Manchester United were literally dead from the first to the 70th minute. If you watch that game, actually, in fact, their mentality was so low. They were not fighting for anything. They were just being in the game. Everton outplayed them for that period. Harry Maguire just reminded us of what we have forgotten so easily. He reminded us of some of his calamities. Because what is that? A good save from Onana. Very good save from Onana. But Maguire was just standing and waiting for Onana to rise up again and get hold of the ball. Come on, that's not being fair on Onana. I mean, your opponents are in the box. Nobody is going to stand there and watch you. And it was a good press from Dakori. Everton were pressing like from the beginning of that game to the 70th minute. And you think you can just stay and you think you can guide the ball while Onana stand up to catch it. No, come on. This is an Everton team that is very physical, that can press. So it was a very, very poor, a poor show from Maguire in that moment. Actually, it was a poor show, and they considered the second goal. Thankfully, for me, the life wire for this Manchester United team in this game actually has to be Bruno Fernandes. In fact, even before he scored the goal, I was telling somebody that, look at Bruno, he's the only one trying to make things happen in this team. He's the only one. He is the only one from giving his long-range shot, his vision in the game. He was trying to make things happen in the front, but the front was just flat-footed, was dead. Nothing was happening in that front. He scored that first goal, that free kick, brilliant free kick from Bruno Fernandes. He's the captain, so he did well by... And you see from that goal he scored, Manchester United were brilliant and they pushed this Everton team to sit back from that goal. Yes, Everton had to sit back, try to protect their lead, but of course the pressure was high and they got that brilliant equalizer again from Ugarte, his first goal. Congratulations to Ugarte on that goal. It was a brilliant goal. The way he took that ball, everything about that goal was beautiful and well-deserved equalizer from Manchester United, from the way they played since Bruno Fernandes scored that goal. So they did very, very well. The game got excited since Bruno scored that first goal. Yes. Not that we saw Everton sit back, but of course they also try to create chances. They also try to get another thing again from this Manchester United. So it was a very, very interesting game from that 70th minute. The game ended interestingly. It was an end-to-end game. Yes, that was how it ended, an end-to-end game. And we saw again that penalty that was also that was given and then later ruled out. I think is the right decision, because if you see that game, I think I'm not that Young was not being pulled, but the way he exaggerated the whole thing, I think that's why that penalty had to be ruled out. I think they only tried to put their, quite sure their hands, Maguire's hand and then delete hand, I think were both on Ashley Young, but there was no clear evidence that these guys pulled Young to the extent that he will fall that way. So I think it's the right call by the VAR and of course the referee ruling out that penalty. So it was actually a good game. Again, it was a good game, coming from behind 2-0 to draw that game. Not so bad, you know, not a bad. It's better than losing. So Manchester United, you know, the struggle continues.